The Whakapapa of Ara Taiohi came from two youth organisations, the National Youth Workers Network of Aotearoa. We also had NZA, the New Zealand Aotearoa Adolescent Health and Development. And so those two organisations devolved, but each of them had their own Māori networks. And so the representatives of both those got together once Ara Taiohi was well on its way, and we said, if we're going to have a tiriti-based organisation, what must that look like? There was a lot of trauma in our sector because of having to devolve two organisations. People didn't know what this new thing would look like, whether they'd be represented well inside it, whether they could trust it. And we wanted to be able to use our Māori culture and values to help find a way forward.
We were comfortable in our own rohe, we were comfortable in our own groups, but now we were coming together to try something else which we weren't sure what. Nau te raurau, nāko te raurau ko ora I tātou.
Ngā kaihui doesn't exist all by itself. It's part of a much bigger vision we had for how we would actually commit to the treaty inside this organisation. So, kaumātua role here as an advisor, and then we created the kaihautu role, which was a Māori specific role selected by ngā kaihui, the Māori members, and it would sit alongside and be equal to in status and power to the chair. And then we had the whole of ngā kaihui. So it was integrated right from the very beginning of Ara Taiohi.
We knew what we wanted, but we didn't know what they wanted. But it was about tamariki mokpuna, our hapori, our people.
And I think that's the amazing thing, that they just trusted.
They did trust us. Yeah. And that was the thing we wanted to model how the organisation would be, that when we're thinking, we're using kaupapa Māori, we're using the treaty as a means to support everybody. We're all collectively responsible for meeting our obligation to the treaty and to the goals. We work together to achieve all of this.
Based, honouring organisation.
Yeah, TDT based.
I have to give a lot of honour and respect to Matua and those of our kaumātua and our pakeke who were there right at the beginning to ensure that the foundation of Ara Taiohi was right from the beginning. And I think, had that not been the case, what would things look like across the whole of Aotearoa in terms of giving recognition to Te Tiriti o Waitangi and the role that plays in addressing some of the major issues that our rangatahi face.
That hui was really significant for Ara Taiohi because ngā kaihui has been part of our foundations from the beginning. It exists in our constitution. It's a reflection of our commitment to Te Tiriti o Waitangi.
Ngā kaihui has not been set up to have a place for all the Māori to be separate from everybody else. It's set up so that the ao Māori has mana inside the kaupapa.
What I saw was that it was going to be an organisation focused on Te Tiriti o Waitangi and partnership. Aha ko nai Māori, nai tauiwi, nai Pākehā. That excited me about Ara Taiohi.
I just flew, I think, once I came into the organisation and realised support was there, and so I just love working with young people. They teach me a lot and they keep me passionate. Yeah. You work from here. Kore here. You work from here.
Whānau who are part of our Ara Taiohi world have an appreciation of their view on things. I think that's fundamentally what the basis of our kind of dedication to what it means to be a treaty-based organisation, which truly recognises that there is a partnership. So we've all got a place inside the treaty, which is probably the thing I struggle with outside of the Ara Taiohi world, that people don't understand. We're all in the treaty together.
Having had this engagement with Ara Taiohi when I was a public servant, I think there's a role that I see for myself as the kaihautu to start solidifying the voice of our rangatahi, given the political environment that we are in. but also underpinning that and getting people to see the beauty of Te Tiriti o Waitangi, that is not something to be feared. Through Te Tiriti o Waitangi, our country can grow.
I see in Aotearoa where every single young person knows who they are, that there is a whole fabric of community that is just wrapped around them. I can see Ara Taiohi being a massive part or factor in helping to whakamana that.
For me, it was more of a wawata, not a momoia. The wawata is more of a want and a need to happen. What are we needing? What are our wants for our tamariki? What are our wants for our rangatahi, our taiohi? I believe that what we did at that time was to bring together, focused on the greater hapori of our tamariki. Tamariki mokopuna is how do we create an organisation that would foster them into creating better people for themselves to create the rangatira for the future.
In terms of the vision, for me, the overall vision never changes. It's the same vision I had as a young activist down in Dunedin. It's the same vision I have when I'm working with our youth leaders here in other parts of the world, and the same vision here back with everybody today, that we want our young people to grow up knowing who they are, being strong in this place, and being able to be everything they were destined to be. Everything, the magic, the power they bring to this world. And to know how valued they are. And that we make sure, all of us who work with young people, are the best we can be to help them achieve it.
The day we stop valuing our taiohi is the day we stop valuing ourselves.
Oh, that was amazing. 2, 1.
Breathe in.
Kapa.